All right, welcome into Five Reasons to Bet, the mobile edition. I'm Ethan Skolnick. I'm actually out in Los Angeles, where Jim Rodriguez usually is, and he's in Dallas. So, two of us are going to carry you here on Five Reasons to Bet before Thursday night football. Taylor Mathis may join us at some point. I think I know Alfredo Arteaga's views on this game, but we'll get them off the air. There's the Thursday night records. I think Taylor went 1-1 last week, I believe, right? So
Finally, she had gone 2-0 every other week, so it's good to. She's not a robot. She's back down to being a human being again.
Well,
Jerk.
yeah, well, should probably sweep this week. I'm 10-8. You're 9-9. Alfredo is below us, although he was trying to get a wild card spot. We are sponsored as always by our friends over at BetUS. Go to betus.com. Use the code 5. That's FIVE. Use that code. You get 125% bonus. Best live betting platform. Make sure you're using the code though. Don't sign up without the code. Why would you do that? We're giving you free stuff. Go use the code FIVE. Again, you can do the in-game betting, live betting, the futures betting. They do everything there. And of course, if you don't want to do NFL, or we're talking about that today, you can always do NBA, NHL, and everything else that is going on. We're also sponsored by Booze Bandage. More on them in a minute. Jim, let's just get to it. Dolphins, Ravens tonight. Dolphins haven't beaten the Ravens, I feel like, since the Reagan administration, where the Ravens, and they didn't even exist, because at that point, they were actually the Cleveland Browns, I believe. They don't play well against Baltimore, whether it's home or road. Anytime the Dolphins have made the playoffs in recent years, they've lost to Baltimore. And we don't even know if Tua is playing tonight, right? So the line is 7.5, and the over-under is, what is it, 46.5?
46.5. I'd say, man, this game is so bad that you and I had to leave Miami. We didn't want to get any of this stink on us. We'd have to burn our clothes if we had to go to this game. Listen, the one thing about this, yes, some of the biggest blowouts in Dolphins history has come to the hands of the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I will say this. Brian Flores at home as an underdog it's got a pretty good record. And the Ravens are awful as a favorite of more than 6.5 points. They're 0-4 against the spread this year as a favorite of 6.5 points or more, and they're a 7.5 point favorite. Listen, Jacoby Brissett, Lamar Jackson, we got a couple of South Florida guys, 5-6-1s in the house for this one. I kind of like Miami in this one. The defenses are terrible. I'm not saying the Dolphins are going to win, but I think they're going to cover. 7.5 points is a lot of points even for the inept Dolphins. I think we're going to see points too, but so far, listen, I told you to take the Giants against the Chiefs. I told you to take the Bears on Monday night. Please believe me. I think it's going to be the Dolphins plus 7.5. The Ravens just are not that good to separate. They barely beat the Lions. They barely beat the Vikings. They barely, they win, but they struggle. I think they're kind of a fraudulent 6-2. We know the Dolphins are an awful 2-7. They are who they say they are, but I like Miami getting those 7.5 at home.
All right, now again, Reagan wasn't president. As Taylor joins us here, he wasn't president because it was 2015.
It's like the bat signal. We talked betting and pow.
Why did Taylor show up just to embarrass us?
The pink hair is here. The pink hair is here.
Hold on, Jim. She shows up just to throw that 13-1 on this. Is that what it is? It's oh god, I thought it was actually.
No, shoot, I messed it up. It's 13-3. 13-3. That's what I meant.
I mean, that's still like one San Francisco Super Bowls back in the day, so that's fine. Taylor, we'll go to you on this. We're doing the over-unders as you join us. 46.5. We'll get to the pick in a second, although Jim has given his away. But how do you see this one going?
Okay, I'm going to take the over at 46.5. I feel like the Ravens defense is super inconsistent, and over the last two games, they've given up 72 points, and the Ravens have scored over 31 in their last three, so I feel like if they follow that trend, I feel like this game's going to easily go over. I know people are a little nervous about the weather, so the total keeps dropping, but I like the over as it continues to drop.
All right. I like the under. I watch Jacoby Brissett play too often. I think at this point, I am scarred, and I don't trust them to actually start Tua tonight. Maybe I'll end up being wrong, but it just feels like they don't want to. I just feels like they don't want to. Like I don't. I watched him throw on the field before the game last week, and I'm like, I'm sorry. What throws could Jacoby Brissett make that Tua can't right now? Even if you taped all of Tua's fingers together, it makes no sense. So I'm gonna go under simply because I don't see the Dolphins scoring 20 in this game. And so at 46.5, I've got to play the under. All right, a word from Booze Bandage. Jim's already given his pick. but I have to catch Taylor, so I'm going to let her go
Hey,
first.
listen. I
Yes.
gotta go. I got a bird waiting for me. Who's bandage? Who's bandage? You guys talk amongst yourself. I'm going Dolphins plus 7.5 and the over. That's the money bet. Who's bandage? I gotta scoot. I gotta go to Mexico.
All right, go to Mexico. He's leaving the country to get away from the Dolphins. 5RSN is the code. Manny, play the ad, and Taylor and I will come back.
Click, clap, blast 'em.
All right, let's finish this one up, Taylor. You're 13-3. I'm sorry, 13-3, not 13-1. I'm 10-8. Jim likes the Dolphins to cover 7.5 tonight. Your feelings?
No, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I think the Ravens win this one by at least 10, in my opinion. Lamar is coming off of a sticky game where they win in overtime against the Vikings. I feel like that means it's their perfect time for him to have his homecoming and have a crazy ball out show. Last week he threw for 266 yards and ran for 120. I think he's going to have a really good game. I feel like the Ravens get this one done easily. And Jacoby Brissett and Tua, like you're saying, are like pretty much the same player. And Brissett only completed a little over like 60% of his passes last week against the Texans. Yeah. So I don't think the Dolphins are going to be any better this week against the top team in the AFC.
I'm with you. I want to go against you because I want to catch you, but I'm sorry, like I can't. I sat there last week. I can't. And I've seen this story before against Baltimore, against Lamar, at home, on the road. It doesn't matter. Go to betus.com. Ignore Jim this week completely. Use the code 5 on sign up. Listen to Taylor and I. I don't even care what Alfredo thinks. FIVE is the code. betus.com. Everything you have, everything your children will have on the Ravens tonight. Do not bet the Dolphins. Have a good day. Thank you, Taylor.